Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to go ahead and do a review on the Sims 4 First Snow mod by simcookie. A lot of people definitely had to come together to make this possible, so I just want to give a big shout out to everyone who had even the slightest part in making this happen. This is an amazing addition to any player's game, and I'm just going to say it right off the bat, you all did amazing. Nando, what a trailer, my friend. I mean, seriously, it looked like I was watching an official trailer launch from EA themselves. So definitely want to go ahead and give a shout out to Nando, because that trailer was epicness and a half. So here we are on the homepage of the website of simcookie.com, and this will probably be in French. I do believe that's what Google told me anyways. You're definitely going to need to translate this site if you don't speak French to be able to understand what it says. They do have some translated parts to English, but I just love to translate the entire page so I can kind of get a good gander for what I'm looking at here. So anyway, we have the icon, which obviously looks official. It looks so freaking good. Like, I wish I could make icons like that. And here are a few different screen caps just to kind of give you a, visualization teaser of what it would look like or could look like in your game. A little bit of a story of how this mod came about and how hard simcookie worked. And then down below, the other important part is how to install the First Snow mod into your game. Now, let me tell you, I definitely had a special moment here. It took me about a good 15 minutes to understand exactly what I needed to do. If you guys don't know how to install mods or anything like that, have no fear. I will link my my kind of tutorial or how to install mods into your Sims 4 game down below, so you guys can go ahead and use that as a guide to get these files into your game. So what you're going to need to do, or what you're going to think that you need to do, is just download whatever you have at the latest, because usually with mods there's like, okay, you would download like one file and it would be like the latest an expansion or stuff pack or what have you that you have presently in your game. And at first that's what I thought I had to do, but that's not the case here. You are going to need to install every single file pack here, so there's like a total of 3 for every one that you have. So basically, if you only have the base game, you would only install the base game file. Now, if you have the base game and Outdoor Retreat, you would download the base game file and Outdoor Retreat. Now, if you're like me and you have all 3, you would download all 3 files. By default, there's going to be a very light snow present on your lots, like very light. Now, if you want to add a more thicker blanket of snow, all that you would do is delete the light snow, little snow mod or mod file, just one little file, and replace it with the terrain full snow file. So you have to actually swap those out, and all that you would do is just type in your search bar in your mods folder and just type like light snow, delete it or save it actually in case you do want light snow again. Put it to the side and then replace it with the terrain full snow file for a thicker blanket of snow. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump on in game and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so here we are in game, obviously, and we are basically using the default setting or the default files for the First Snow mod. So, as in, if you were just to install it as it is and didn't put in that full blanket of snow in, this is what your game would look like. It is really cool to have those both files because it gives it a sense of realism. So if you wanted to do like the first dusting of snow, you would definitely put this one in first, and then you can easily transition to the fuller blanket of snow to kind of make it look like there's almost a cycle happening here, and it looks a little more authentic. So one thing I did notice about this mod right away is that there's a grid patterns on the lots, but it seems to be pretty legitimate once you get when you get out into the open here, like a residential lot or a lot where you'd put a building down. Everything seems to be very seamless elsewhere, but I did notice that it was a little weird, a little like boxy, almost like a grid-like pattern. There is no snow on the roofs. That is something I noticed in my game, which is kind of like a little bit of a bummer, because I feel like if this being a snow mod, obviously the first place you would have snow is on your roof. There's also some on the fire hydrant and the bushes, and obviously the trees are barren, which is perfect because this truly does represent you know, wintertime, that kind of thing. Barren trees, it's a staple. Also, I really love the fact that the trees and all the scenery in the background also has the snow-like effect, and that actually does indeed have the snow top roofs, which I feel like, okay, if that is going to have it, I think the roofs should have it, but then again, I'm not exactly certain if maybe there's a reason for it. Like maybe they couldn't do it, or maybe we can go ahead and download roofs with snow on them. I don't know, but I'm just pointing out, you know, what's affected, what's not affected. And it's not necessarily a downfall. Another thing I noticed, if you have, you know, properties with gates, your stuff in the middle, like your terrain, will not be affected. But if you do not, for instance, this is just using plants as kind of like a barrier, all your stuff will be affected. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. I think that's about it. I'm not going to show you every single world with the light blanket of snow, because it's not really that huge of a difference, I guess, to the full blanket. I guess I just would rather show you the full blanket of snow in each world. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the light snow file, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now on screen in case you were wondering. All right, so to go ahead and get a fuller blanket of snow into your game, you need to download this file right here. Go ahead and click download. It'll take you to this page, and you will be able to get it into your game. So I actually have mine. I have mine saved here to my desktop for easy access. All that I need to do is just drag and drop, but first you need to go into your mods folder and search for the light snow, and it should be right here. So it's going to say terrain snow light. Then all that you're going to do is either transfer this to your desktop, which I'm going to do for, again, easy access later. Take it right out and go back, okay, and just plop that one in, and voila, you should have successfully changed your lighter snow to a darker snow version. So cheesy. All right, so here we are in Willow Creek yet again with the darker blanket of snow installed. You're gonna notice that things are a little more opaque, less patchy, definitely looks a little more fluffier, and just the coating overall is a lot thicker. You're gonna also notice that underneath the objects where they lay, or whatever, where the shadow, I guess, would naturally be placed, there's also going to be a little bit of snow missing, which is very, very realistic. I would have loved to see some snow on the pathways here or what have you, but this doesn't actually really become bothersome to me until you get into what is it, Magnolia Promenade. That is where I think I found it to be just a little off, I guess you could say. But other than that, this is what Willow Creek looks like. Super, super, super freaking gorgeous. I love it a lot. And I think I'm going to take you guys over to Oasis Springs to see what that looks like next. Naturally, Oasis Springs is a desert city, so therefore you would not expect snow to be present. And it's not. Even though we have the mod installed, there is no snow whatsoever. Well, unfortunately with this mod, because you did actually override the textures on the trees, there's going to be snow. It's just going to be kind of like an icy, frosty look. So, you know, you could just kind of imagine maybe it got really chilly in the desert. I don't know. But if this bothers you, you may not like this that much. If you're going for realism here, this doesn't actually bother me at all, because it isn't like thick blankets of snow on just the objects. Again, it's like a frost almost. So next we're going to go over to Magnolia, and I'll be able to show you guys kind of the one thing that irked me just a hair. just a hair. All right, so here we are. And as you can see, the snow is covering all of the ground and all of that stuff. Everything in the background looks pretty good. The only thing I don't really like is, again, the fact that there's no snow on the ground of, I believe, the actual lots here, or on the walkways and things of that sort. Now, again, I am pointing out the things I like and I don't like because that's what a review is. I'm not trying to sound unappreciative or anything like that. Trust me, I'm just showing you guys and telling you guys what's affected by the snow and what's not. So that is pretty much what Magnolia Promenade looks like, or promenade, however you would like to say it. It's a freaking glorious, 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 glorious view all around. Everything is beautifully affected by this dusting of snow, and I really freaking love it. Even just kind of looking out here, it looks so authentic, and it just looks so beautiful. I really could almost feel it, and I want to like stick my hands in it and just play, and I love it. I do love it a lot, so don't get it twisted. Also, I don't know if there's like the railroad cart thingies. I don't know if they actually do go on here, and if they do, I do believe that they actually do. I've seen them covered in snow, and even the cars and stuff have this little blanket of snow on them. So I think that's really cool, you know? I really do enjoy those little details as well. So the last stop we have in our home worlds is, of course, Newcrest. So I guess we could go ahead and go there now. Just as I was about to leave, here comes a car covered in snow. I just really wanted you guys to see that for a second. The details there, it looks real, and it looks so freaking cute as well. I love it. I really, really freaking do. So like Willow Creek, Newcrest is also a very like green city, I guess you could say. It's very lush. So it has a lot of the same characteristics as Willow Creek in terms of what it looks like appearance-wise. And yeah, everything seems to be genuinely affected just like Willow Creek is. Again, with the background, everything mimics what you would see in your actual gameplay. And I like that. I really do. I seriously couldn't imagine this freaking mod coming out at a better time. There we go. At a better time, because it is the holiday season, and where I live, it's gonna snow soon. So of course, I love to have my game kind of mimic the outside world. And look at Mr. Pancakes enjoying a fresh stroll in the snow. This man is acting like he's never been in the snow before because he's actually wearing a t-shirt. But hey, he still looks good doing it. And finally, last but not least, Granite Falls, my favorite city affected by this mod, or town, or what have you. It's just really freaking gorgeous. I mean, come on, take a look at this. So much detail. The trees are affected. The ground is affected. I love how it looks because it almost looks like spotted, like it's melted a little bit. This looks like it's kind of affected by the light snow, but even the trails and where they are have that dusting on them. So that is why I love it so much, because I really can't find any fault at all, or anything that, you know, doesn't look realistic. Again, maybe the whole fact that the roofs don't have snow, but again, that's not a huge Debbie Downer for me. It really isn't. I'm just pointing it out, son. But overall, what I have to say about this mod is I am so thankful, so grateful that we have modders in the community that do these kind of things for us at no cost to us, giving us a quick fix, if you will, until we can get the real deal, I guess you could say. But in many ways, this is the real deal. The only thing is it doesn't snow. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, as I always say. And for me, I definitely have to say this mod is a necessity, a must-have. Now, I have done a review on a autumn mod. So if you guys want to check that out to maybe give your Sims a feel of a full season cycle with autumn, and then, you know, we have winter. So you can kind of get as close to in a season's expansion pack as we will until it actually comes out. I'll have that linked down below as well. But honestly, my mind is blown. I've been excited since I heard about it, and I'm really, really, really happy to finally have my hands on it. And I'm so thankful and appreciative for simcookie and all the other amazing simmers in this community who have made this happen. So yeah, all right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for my review. This is definitely a thumbs up from me. I I couldn't imagine anyone not wanting to have this unless you just totally weren't interested in seasons at all. But of course, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. So don't forget to go ahead and leave your opinions on the first snow mod there. And also don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. Meet Miriam Feliciano, Oasis Springs' former Mafia princess.